Hey guys, it's me, Super Mario Jonathan here, and yes, I'm gonna be uploading my full-on Ego Flame intro for now on. I'm not gonna tell you any details about it, but pretty sure you will see it for yourself eventually. Got everything prepared, getting ready. But apparently that's not what we're talking about. I want to talk about my monster book series, if that's what you're guys wondering about. And yes, this is going to be the first of every series of where I detail everything about these monster book series, which I will call it the Phoenix of all monsters, which that is definitely not the working title, and that is the full on title for the entire thing. It's not like Pathway in some degree, like McJurganuggets is. Because we all know Nuggets is good at storylines. Let's see if he can make a movie. If he releases his movie, I will clearly play 1,000 hours of Overwatch. 1,000 hours of Overwatch if he uploads the movie on Netflix. I'm gonna hold my bargain. I know this will happen. I know it will. I swear to God, if he uploads the movie. I'm not a hater. I'm just saying. But yeah, anyways, let's get on to the book series. So the reason why it's called the Phoenix of Monsters is because it has a spawn of urban monsters and original monsters that I thought of in my head. What if this monster exists? What if this monster exists? Obviously, it happens, you know? Now, granted though, each main villain is distinct from the last, but I'll only give you like small details of like characters, but not like environments, because this video is talking about characters and nothing more. Well, technically, it's part one of characters, not environments, but whatever. It's not. I'm not going to talk all the characters. So here are the characters that I've come up with. So I think with like for generations to come, there must be like a starting point. So I think like somewhere in 20 billion BC, Earth was like created, and so was the sun and moon. And guess what? Felicio and Luna were born from the sun and moon. Now, granted though, one is clearly represented as an American, while the other one is Russian. I get it. It might sound stupid, but let me tell you, by the end of Monsters Among Us, you will understand how deep this rabbit hole goes. But anyways, yeah, Felicio is Russian, represented as more of a Robin per se. He has more of a Robin-esque head, but like his body is full on feathers. It's full on muscle at the slightest it sounds. He's clearly just pure muscle. As for Luna, on the other hand, while yes, it is a husky, it's completely different from the other husky. How do I know this? Well, guess what? This husky, it pretty much has like some of the blues that you can't really think of, but there are some blues that you might think of, such as navy blue and pretty much sky blue and pretty much, dark night blue, which apparently those are the three colors that this Luna has, except for the Luna from Hell of a Boss. Because Hell of a Boss Luna, it's pure on red. With this Luna, it's blue. Now you may be wondering, oh, but the cherubs have blue. That's only colon. You can't use one character percentage out of a goddamn colon. That is just so wrong. I'm not stealing the idea of colon from Hell of a Boss. That is not the way to go, people. It's called inspiration. And yes, the three blue types that I mentioned are not connected to Hell of a Boss. Okay, maybe dark blue, maybe like dark night blue for colon, maybe because I could see, come a second, because I can kind of see that. But again, Totally different. I'm not independent on these types of things, okay? I'm literally on the right lane for this freaking hypocrisy that there is. And so is my mom, but we don't talk about that here. We don't talk about Bruno. So yeah, Luna pretty much is like a husky. Pretty much has the form of a husky per se. And yes, while she does have American parts, well, her mother tongue is clearly, you know, American. I can't like say about the parts of her body, but again, you kind of need to know that she's meant to be like godlike. So take that for what you will. Jesus Christ, why are there so many people fetishizing over goddesses? Why? This really is the Nico Robin effect, isn't it? But I'm not going to judge here because on YouTube we don't judge. So yeah. Anyways, let's get back to where we were. So the sun god and the moon goddess, they create the planet gods. And yes, I am gonna count Nova and the Milky Way a part of this type of scenario. Since yes, Nova and Milky Way, they are counted as planet gods, but they're counted as planet, well, they're not really counted as planets. What am I talking about? They're counted as gate gods. They're counted as the gates to secure all the planet gods. They're like the guardians of the planet gods. They are completely at the higher rank than all these other planet gods that there are. Nova, I don't know what this Nova personality or change will have. So tell me in the comments what should like the god of gate Nova should have. Like tell me in the comments about what his personality can be. Can it be based off of a movie? Can it be based off of a TV series? I would like to know. And as for Milky Way, yes, it's gonna be a goddess. I hate to inform you, but that's Nova and the Milky Way gate gods. They have names. So apparently, we'll have to come up with that. But tell me in the comments what names could fit like Nova and Milky Way. I would love to know. But anyways, let's get back to this. So the firstborn of all this type of stuff, firstborn of the planet gods, is Mars. It's clearly Mars. Because what Mars is about to do in the book in general, you will know when the book comes out. I'm not going to spoil the rest of it. I'm talking about his character. So he's pretty much of a quiet person. He's pretty much quiet sometimes. He's pretty much a higher intelligence, and he pretty much knows a lot about prehistoric times and fire because he obviously loves volcanoes. In case you haven't figured that out yet, but anyways, yes, he is African, which kind of is a little bit racist. But here, let me explain. The reason why Mars, the god of Mars, Spicolo, is African is because that near Africa, there could be some lava involved. Chances with Italy. Italy has lava, and guess what Italy is next to? You guessed it. It's almost near Africa. So, in case you're going to bully me in the comments about how Spicolo is kind of a name that's related to Piccolo, no, it's not. Spicolo, like, starts with an S, not a P. So, let's just try and make the gears work instead of, like, drinking our Gatorade. Don't take my advice. Please, Jesus. Alright. Next one is pretty much Mercury. Now, granted though, Mercury is kind of like, a character you obviously seen in those stupid Nickelodeon shows back in the 90s. But anyways, yeah, he's charismatic, he's curious, he's childish, and he kind of be a little bit crazy at times, but I tell you, he has a good heart. And he wishes nothing more to like help his planet grow more as a society instead of, just this type of system that the other planet gods, the higher ups, are pretty much controlling. So again, that's kind of what it is. And yeah, he's kind of that character. He really is an interesting character once you get to know him more. Next one is Jupiter, or Juno, I guess. Juno, the goddesses of Jupiter, apparently. Now, Juno, she's pretty much a hot-headed. She's pretty much hot-headed. She's I can't really say the word extinguish, but whatever. Extinguishing. Alright, I'm gonna try my best. Extinguishingly crazy when it comes to rocks. Like, she completely is obsessed with pebbles, the type of rocks that are from Jupiter, etc. She's obviously loves gemstones, and if you read the book, you will understand that she has a full-on collection of stones. That is why, when she's gone, apparently, the stones that she has, the planet gods pretty much take those stones away without her consent. Like, they just take them away. And yes, she's gone. That's kind of how it is. I'm not telling you who she got killed yet, because you're going to have to figure that out for the book. I'm not telling you everything. But yeah, this kind of is what it is. And even though she does die a painful death, the rocks pretty much live on as what they are. And that's the part of the story for today. The story is about these stones having, like, angel Destorians inside of them. Yes, I will explain angel Destorians in the book. I'm not going to explain them here because, Jesus Christ, this is literally an hour long of woke trash from freaking Nerderotic. But hey, Nerderotic, you're super smart. Alright, I didn't mean to insult. I did not mean to insult your intelligence. Oh my god, why am I spitting everywhere? Oh god, I'm sorry, guys. This was a bad idea. I knew making this video was a terrible idea. Oh god, I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, the Juno. I guess I would say she is hot-headed, but like she's kind of hot-headed. But that's all I gotta say. Next up is Aphrodite, I think. Aphrodite. I don't know how you spell his name for fuck's sakes. Aphrodite. Also known as the god of Venus. Yes, this motherfucker is pretty much the god of Venus. Now, I can't completely say he's an upper class, but I can simply say he's more like, there I put it, Luigi. See, he's kind of a little bit of a pussy. He's scared. He's kind of like nervous about a lot of things. He's pretty much the embodiment of like scared pussycat in some way. I did not mean to like say pussycat in a way that you guys think. I did not mean to say it that way. I am so sorry if I said it wrong. I did not mean to say it like, completely sexual. This is just an educational thing. Please forgive me. But yeah, he's kind of scared. He's kind of like has some fear, but he does like try to like warn people. But he's kind of like the boy who cried wolf, where nobody believes him. That's kind of like how it is. He's scared, but people just don't believe him at all. Not even gods. So again, kind of like the boy who cried wolf, but whatever. Next one is the god of Neptune. I can't remember the name. I think it was Suisis. Suisis, yeah. Suisis is the god of Neptune. I have no idea why I came up with that name. That name sounds like a goddamn pseudonym for goddamn spices, which I'm not watching High Guardian Spice. No way in hell. But yeah, he's pretty much like an upper class like Mars. While he may be the youngest, he's good in combat. He's the strongest person in the group of planet gods. He has the strength. He has bravery. He has the intent of lifting up so many things in life. He's the strong man in the group. And he's also adventurous. He loves adventure. And it's just sad that it's just kind of like this. But yeah, also sorry for that long pause. I'll probably edit that out. Probably not. I don't know. Do you guys like my staring contest? I don't know. But whatever. Let's continue. Now, the next one is Zen. Yes, it is the god of Uranus. Oh boy, I'm gonna get a lot of simps for this one. Okay, so Uranus, he's pretty much like a sexy man. He's pretty much like a ladies' man in some degree, shape, or form. He's pretty much what you call a simp. No, really, he's literally a goddamn simp. He simps for women. He loves to be like in women's panties. Basically, he's like a pervert. I will say he is like a pervert. While he may be like 400 years old, he still looks young to the day that is going on now. He's 400 years old in the books. And he doesn't age at all. He's young. He's so young. To the point that, you know, that's how gods are. Gods, they don't age that much. And that kind of is what it is, you know? But with like Thor and Loki, are you really sure they age and they're not gods, but Peggy gods instead? I'm gonna have to rewatch Thor in order to find that out. Because there's no way in hell. I'm drinking so much Kool-Aid to the point that my blood sugar is about to burst. Anyways, let's move on. But yeah, like I said before, Zen, the planet Neptune, he's more like a simp. He's obviously a simp. The final one, and I'm pretty sure this is the final one. I have no idea if this is the god of Saturn, the goddess of Saturn, Lao. I think it's Lau, but I'm pretty sure that could be spelled differently in other languages like Chinese, but whatever. Lao, she's pretty much like a child, apparently. She's not like Mercury. She isn't like Mercury. She's kind of like smart, impressive, but the only thing that she's good at is clearly like, I guess I would say music. She's more like the music type in some way. And if you see the book, which I know I'll publish soon, I will not tell you what instrument she uses, but I will give you a hint. The thing is black. That's the thing I'll give. That's the only hint I will give you. Once like the full on book for Virus Monsters come out, probably after my prequels and all that kind of stuff, it will be mentioned. It will be mentioned in the book. Because I promise you, everything will be more explained in Virus Monsters than anything. Maybe some, I don't know. It's really not something I would appreciate. But yeah, anyways, she's pretty much smart, childish, but she's into music. You know, she's pretty much a music type. And guess what? She loves playing music for like little children, which is kind of weird, but again, young generation. Just don't forget about that. Actually, does the young generation still out there somewhere? I have no idea. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So, what do you think? Should I change the characters a bit? Now, granted, though, I didn't really say a lot about, like, you know, from Mercury to Saturn with their races. But I only talked about Mars because Piccolo is an important character. He is the one that created this monstrosity of a thing. Now, why is it called Phoenix of all monsters? I can't tell you. Because that would be spoiling. I don't do spoilers. So yeah, I'm not telling you why it's called Phoenix of all monsters. You're going to have to figure that out from Monsters Among Us, from the book itself. You definitely will get your purchase in 2026. Now, if I must say that everything is set to quarter to plan. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Anyways, that's all I got to say for part 1. Tune in part 2 for next month where I talk about the Angel Destorians. I'm Super Mario Jonathan, and I'm off. But am I? No, clearly I am.